Welcome back to Bow News Network. We're actually taking a look at severe weather across the country. We can actually see that there's a low pressure system centered over the region of the Northeast, and we also see a high pressure system over the area of in the region of Idaho, as well as just west of Colorado. As we take a look at these systems, we can actually see that there's going to be a dip in cold weather coming across, dipping down further into the United States over the next few days. And that's going to position extreme weather in the region of possibly southeastern Texas, going into Arkansas and Mississippi and Alabama. We anticipate that there'll be additional severe weather there, as we can see that there were tornadoes and various types of extreme weather in that region in the last 24 hours, unfortunately. As we can see those rain systems are going to be moving off the coast along the Carolinas into the Northeast, and that will be a mix of snow as well as rainfall. And as we take a look closer at the temperatures going into the next few days, we can actually see that there's going to be further additional snowfall in the region of northern Arizona, into the region of Colorado, as well as Idaho, as well as also into the regions of Wyoming. We do see temperatures dipping also into the regions of just east of North Dakota and South Dakota, going into Wisconsin as well as Minnesota. And we do anticipate that there's going to be more severe weather across from the Great Lakes in the region of Chicago, additional snowfall as well as severe weather. As we look closer, we can actually see that some of the temperatures across the country in some regions are actually quite favorable. We do see 80 degrees in Miami, in the possible upper 50s in regions of Texas and Houston, Houston as well as Dallas. And then for the East Coast, they're actually West Coast is actually recovering from severe rainfall in the region of eastern off the coast of California. We do see the temperatures there are in the 60s. What we can anticipate going into the next 24 hours into Thursday and Friday is going to be a slow dip of cold temperatures. You can actually see these temperatures here in the region of Denver we anticipate in the region of 28. We actually see lower temperatures in the regions of Kansas as well as Nebraska. And then, of course, more frigid weather for the region of North Dakota and South Dakota. We do see additional rainfall in higher elevations in the regions, and snowfall in the regions of Idaho, as well as regions in upper elevations in the region of Washington and Oregon. And if we look close, we can actually see that dew point line that's actually stretching all the way across from northern Texas, all the way across through into all the way across Iowa into Illinois, actually into the states more into the Northeast. So we anticipate that there's going to be additional snowfall in that region. But along just south of that dew point line, we can actually see that the temperatures are actually a little bit warmer. We anticipate that temperatures are going to be in the upper 70s in South Florida, as well as in the Carolinas will be more comfortable temperatures in the mid 60s. And then all across, as we go further up into the Northeast, temperatures will start dipping as we see a mix of rain and snowfall going into the region of Maine and Vermont and New Hampshire. We can anticipate that actually, just taking a look at what's going to be happening when the high pressure system actually starts moving across further into the east of the United States. We actually see that that's going to be clearing up more of the extreme weather, and we'll actually see more deeper, colder air that will actually be saturating the region as the high pressure systems start to move across into the east. One thing that we're also looking at too is precipitation going into the next 24 hours, we anticipate more and possible precipitation in the region of Houston, with more severe weather in the region of Louisiana, as well as Mississippi, going into Arkansas, as well as Oklahoma. And we anticipate that in the regions of southern Tennessee, as well as northern Kentucky, may anticipate getting more additional heavy, more severe weather, possibly tornadoes, as well as more extreme rainfall going into the next 24 to 48 hours. So residents in these states should be prepared for more precipitation, more saturation of, especially with more influx of moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. As we take a look further into the next 3 days, this is going to be mapping us out. We're looking at temperatures probable going into Saturday, and we can see in the regions of Idaho, temperatures will be in the low 30s, and then as we migrate east, we actually see that going into Wyoming, the temperatures are actually dipping further and further as we go east. And in the Midwest regions, we should see in northern Illinois temperatures in teens, and then also in Wisconsin, teens, and that will be increased chance of heavier snowfall. And but as we look further to the south, we can actually see temperatures actually a warming up trend. We actually see higher humidity and increased chance of rainfall along the coast of southeastern Texas, going into Louisiana, as well as northern Florida. Temperatures in northern Florida in the mid 60s, and also temperatures in mid Louisiana will be like in the low 70s. So this is the weather that we're actually looking at. But we do anticipate regions of more snowfall will be in the northeast, and then we can actually see more snowfall in the regions of eastern Oregon, going into Idaho, as well as Washington. So that is actually taking a look at the weather in the regions across the country for the next 24 to 48 hours going into the weekend. So if you're new to this channel, please by all means go ahead and subscribe, and we'll continue to bring you latest information as far as temperatures, as well as snowfall, as well as anticipated rain in various regions of the continental United States. And have a great day, and thank you for tuning in to Bio News Network.